brother. How you doing, my brother? You got time to hear God's word? Do you love God?
Yeah.
You believe in the Bible? Come here, man. Come talk to me for a minute, man. Come this way. Come this way, man. Come to the front. You believe in the Bible? What's your nationality? Your what? Nationality. What nation of people do you live from? What do you see yourself on this sign right here? Right here, Judah. Judah is the lead tribe, right? You be you so-called, your father is a so-called African American. Yes. Alright, but according to the Bible, God called you nation. You from the nation of Israel. See what that said? 12 tribes of Israel, and those are the 12 tribes. Reason how we know the 12 tribes today is because prophecy that happened to these people. That's on this sign right here. You got a minute to hear God's word, and I go through the prophecy and show you how we know we're the children of Israel. You got a minute? Alright, give me Deuteronomy 1:1. Let me show you something, man. Let me show you something that you will never hear nowhere else but from us, the prophet of the Most High. Right? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1.
Yeah.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Now this was Moses. You ever heard Moses? He brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. He told God sent him to tell Pharaoh, let my people go. You ever watched the movie 10 Commandments? You never see those movies? You say you read the Bible. You read the Bible. You know about the children of Israel, right? Okay. Alright, but we're going to show you though. We're going to show you, man. Read that. Moses told the children of Israel, speaking to the children of Israel, when he brought them out of Egypt, he told them certain things going to happen to them if they don't listen to God. We're going to read some of these things and we're going to see how we know these things only happen to these people right here. Read verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
He said, but it shall come to pass. You know what that means? Is that a future tense, past tense, or is it present tense? He said, it shall come to pass. You know what that means? Yeah, it's future tense. I mean, it's not going to happen right now. It's going to happen in the future. Yeah, soon. Right? Let's see what he told you.
But it shall come to pass if thou will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He said, if you don't listen to the voice of God, meaning this Bible, right? Let's see what he told what's going to happen.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All this what?
Curses.
He said curses will come upon the children of Israel if they don't listen to the commandment, right? Curses are bad thing, right? Okay, let's see. Let's get some of these curses. Let's see what these curses identify with. First, we're going to see what the curses are for. Read verse 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46.
See, these are some of the bad things that happened to us, right? That happened to the Native American, the Hispanic, and this happened to the black, the so-called black people, right? Which those people made up the 12 tribes of Israel. Right. We're going to show you, right? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
He said, they shall be upon you, meaning this curse is going to be upon you for a sign. What is a sign is used for? Do you know what a sign is used for? Let's say you waiting on the bus, right? What kind of sign you going to be looking for you to know that's a bus stop? Let's say you're going to 7-Eleven. What sign you looking for to know that's 7-Eleven? Do you know? You see the logo that says 7-Eleven on top? So that's a sign. This curse is going to be on the children of Israel for a sign. That's how you're going to know who the children of Israel live. Read. Let's finish that. Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
He said they're going to be upon you for a wonder. Do you ever wonder why certain things are happening to us, black people, Hispanic people, like why did we went to slavery? You ever wonder those things? Exactly. He said those curses are going to be upon you for a sign and a wonder. Read.
And upon thy seed forever.
He said they're going to be upon thy seed, meaning they're going to be on your kids, they're going to be on they was on your grandfather, they was on our forefather back then when they came over here on slavery. Now these curses, they still upon us because we still in slavery. We didn't went nowhere, right? That's what those signs going. That's what the curses going to be. Now we're going to get some of those curses and show you how do we know we're the children of Israel. We all right. First of all, we get 68. How did our people get over here on this side? Do you know how did our people get over here on when they came over here on slavery? How did they come? What manner of transportation did they use to come over? Well, right? Let's see if that's in the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said, stop right here. He said the Lord's gonna bring us into Egypt again. Now, if you know any, if you ever look at any map, the children of Israel, they walked to Egypt all the time. They didn't need no map to go to Egypt. They didn't need no boat to go to Egypt, right? He said he's gonna bring them back to Egypt again. Now let's find out what Egypt he's talking about. Because Egypt he's talking about, he ain't talking about the landmass Egypt. He's talking another Egypt.
Bring it out.
We're gonna get the definition of Egypt and show you that Egypt he's talking about. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
You hear what he called Egypt? He called Egypt the house of bondage. He said, I am the Lord your God that brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. And Egypt is synonymously for bondage. What's another word you use for bondage? It starts with an S. Like these stuff that happening to us, right? Slavery, right? Exactly. He said, I'm going to bring you back into, go back to 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said, I'm going to bring you back into slavery again. Now let's see this time how you brought it. How you going to bring them back to slavery again?
Into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
Ships.
You said it, bro. You said it with out of your own mouth, both, right? Cargo slave ship. That's what he said. He's going to bring him back to slavery again in cargo slave ship. Now he's going to get more descriptive and show you what's going to happen to you.
By the way, whereof I spake unto thee.
He said, meaning the same way I'm telling you this thing going to happen, the same way Moses prophesied this thing was going to happen, it's the same way they're going to happen. Right. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
He said, you're not going to see your homeland again, the die still, your homeland. Have we, as a people, have we ever been to Africa? You say, they say we're from Africa. Have we ever been to Africa? As a group of people? No, we never been to Africa, so we never went back to our homeland.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
He said, there, once you get off the slave ship, let me see the sign. See, what you see right here on this sign? He said, we be sold. See, the auction block. They soling us. They soling our people on auction block. That's what happened to us. Those are prophecies that happened to us. It ain't happened to everybody else. Did the Chinese people went to slavery on slave ship? The Japanese? Did the people that over there in Israel calling themselves Jewish, do they went to slavery on slave ship? So how could they be the people of God?
Look it out.
God said his people is going to go into slavery on slave ship. Now we're going to get we're going to finish that and we're going to get a couple more curses and show you that we know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that we the people of the book. We the people of the Bible. Finish that, read that.
And thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Read.
For bondman.
He said for slave men. Read.
And bondwoman.
Slave women. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
He said no man shall buy you, meaning nobody going to be able to redeem you or save you from the situation you in. Except for one man who's going to save us. We had many leaders that tried. They didn't succeed. When Obama got elected, everybody was saying, oh, they were giving glory to Obama. They thought Obama was going to do something for the black people. But have he done anything for our people? No, he's not. He can't save us because those are prophecies that God said nobody going to be able to get you out of.
Right.
Remember Martin Luther King? He tried. He can get us out of this situation. Malcolm X, they all tried. They couldn't get us out of this situation. But only one person that's going to get us out of this situation is Christ. When we turn to our ways, when we come back to God and start keeping His commandments. Now let's get another curses and show you that. Furthermore, that we know get 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
He said, meaning saying we didn't want to serve God, right? We didn't want to keep His commandments. He said, therefore, meaning therefore that's going to happen to you. You're going to serve your enemies.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
He said the Lord sent them against us, the Lord, because they ain't had no power on to come and snatch us wherever we was, brought us over here on slavery. The Lord sent them against us. Most High put the Spirit on them. And they come and got us.
And hunger.
He said, and hunger. When you're hungry, for instance, where do you go to get your food? From the fridge, but where do you buy the grocery at? The store, who on the store? Who? The people, who people? Is your people? Is it black people that own those stores? These people, right? The other nations, basically, right? You say Chinese, Japanese, they own these stores, right? Exactly. So they say we're going to have to go to them. Because according to the Bible, all the other nations that you're not seeing on this sign right here, turn that sign around, all the nations you're not seeing on that sign right here, they are God's enemies. They are enemies. They're the one who made it a way that they're confederate against us, that we would know who He is today. Right. They're the one that come up against God's people. They made it a way so we would know, like we're the children of Israel. They cut us off from our heritage. God said we're going to have to go to them for everything. Everything we need, we're going to have to go to them. Let's read on.
And hunger, and in thirst.
Say, and in thirst, mean, yeah, when you're thirsty, you need water to drink, right? Who do you go to? Can you name some of the water brand? Like, who own these water brands? Let's say Aquafina, who own our...
Bring it out!
The Sonic, who own... You know how people don't own none of that, right? For instance, your water bill, who do you pay your water bill to? The office people, right? Who own the apartment? No, I'm saying the apartment complex, who own it? Exactly, who your landlord is. Let's say your water got cut off, who you gotta go to cut it back in? Who you gotta pay? The other people, the so-called white people, right? That's who you gotta go to. That's prophecy. That's curses that up on our people today. Yeah?
And the nakedness.
He said nakedness, like your clothes you got on. Where did they say made in? Did they say made in by people in the hood? Your brother, your mom? Exactly, made in China, made in Taiwan, or made by some white people. God called them your enemies. Read.
And in what of all things?
He said in one of all things. Now, can you name some of the things you might want? Phone, who do you got? Who do you go to? Okay, who own Metro PCS? Do black people own Metro PCS? Do Hispanic people own Metro PCS? Huh? Hispanic people, they might work there, but that don't mean they own the company. I don't mean they. That's what God is talking about. You don't have to go to them for everything. Anything you want. You want a license to drive a car, you gotta go to them. You need a car, you gotta go to them. You need gas to put on the car, you gotta go to them.
And he should put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Where that sign at? You see that sign over there? Look, what you see over there? Exactly. Look at the other one. That's prophecy. The Most High said the enemy gonna put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Who did it happen to? Did that happen to other people? Look, you can look over here too. It happened with the Hispanic guy. The Hispanic, you see? Those are the Hispanic people. So that's how we know we the people of the Bible. The people who calling themselves Jewish, they're not the real people of the Bible. Let's finish that.
And he should put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
He said until he hath destroyed me. Meaning you're going to, after a period of time, when you destroy, you don't know who you is, you calling yourself African American, black, Hispanic, then you destroy. Then that's when the yoke of iron gonna come out.
Right.
Because you already destroyed, you don't know who you is. That's why today we don't know who he is. We think we African. Get verse 37.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
He said we're gonna become an astonishment. Do you know what an astonishment is? Astonishment is a great one. Like you ever see how people like one like amazed at some of the things they do. Like a brother would get a car, right? He paid $500 for the car, but he got a $10,000 rims on the car. That's an astonishment to the other nation. Like I don't see you sagging your pants. Like you be seeing how some of y'all young brothers, even some of our grown men, they be sagging their pants and they got a belt on. Why they do this such a thing? The other nation looking at us like, man, they're astonished at us. They're like, man, these are God's people, really? Because we are destroyed people. We don't know who he is and we do astonishing things.
A proverb.
He said a proverb. Do you know what a proverb is? A proverb is a wise saying. Like they say, all black men like chicken and watermelon. You want to hire something from a black man, do what? Put it in the book. Those are the things they say about it. You understand that? Or Hispanic, they like to steal, or they like carrying a knife. Those are proverbs they saying about it.
And a byword.
Do you know what a byword means? You know what that is? A byword is right here. All these names they call us. They call us African American. And see, call you African black, American black. They call us West Indian, Haitian. Those are words. Those are the things they call us. That's not what God calls us. A byword, a proverb and a byword. That's what they call it. Those are not what God calls us. God calls us Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and so on. He did not call us those names. Our slave master put those names on us.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
He said wherever God needs us, wherever we go. You go to China, they got a byword and a proverb for us. You go to Asia, they got a proverb and byword for us. In the Middle East, they call us proverbs and bywords. So wherever our people are, because we scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever our people are, they got proverbs and bywords they calling us, which is not what God calls us. God calls us his chosen people. Right? Now you understand how we know we're the children of Israel? Do you believe you're an Israelite? You're not an African, you're not an American black? Do you believe you from the tribe of Judah, right? You don't fully convinced you an Israelite? Alright, we gonna get some more curses in you. Get 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now God said to Moses, your son and your daughter, the children of Israel, your sons and your daughter gonna be given to another people. Did that not happen to our people in slavery? Like the slave master would come. You see that over here? The slave master would come. He would do it. Yeah, we did it again.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
He said your sons and your daughter gonna be given into another people. That means when the slave master come, he take your son or your daughter. He sell it to another slave master. Who did that happen to? You ever watch 12 years a slave? You ever seen that movie? You didn't see that movie? But when you watch some of the slave movie, they put it in the movie. Like certain things they would do to us, the slave master would just take your kids. No, it don't matter how the parents with God, he would beg the master, but he still take your kids and give it to another people. That's prophecy though. Those things will only happen to us, right?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them.
He said you're gonna cry, you're gonna feel some kind of way. Your eyes will fail and longing for them. You will look, but you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about what you see.
All the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Meaning there shall be no might in your hand, meaning you're not gonna have any power. You're not gonna have any military might. You're not gonna have any military power, because we don't have no armies, we don't have no military powers. They was doing this thing to us, what could we do about it? We couldn't do nothing about it. So that's how we know we're the people of the Bible. Our roots, our history go back to this Bible. It didn't start in slavery. It didn't start in 1619, 1620. So that's how we know. You gotta understand, you're not American black. You're not African American. You are from the tribe of Judah. You understand that? Get Isaiah 66 and 15. I mean 65 and 15. We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you what the Most High say about your land. What you gonna leave your land for. When you call yourself American black, that don't mean nothing to the Most High. The Most High didn't create nobody on the planet Earth called American black or African American.
Right.
He created a nation of people called Israel, and he created tribes. Those are different tribes. You from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Read that.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
You hear that? You say curse is a bad thing, right? You say you're gonna leave your name for a curse. Because our name got power with God. Right? Get that in Genesis, yeah. We're gonna show you what Israel means.
32:28.
Yeah, 32:28. We're gonna show you what Israel really means. Because our forefather Israel, he was a man that fed God and God was dealing with. See, when you call yourself American black, there's no such a person named American black.
Right.
You didn't come from nobody named American black.
Right.
Watch this. Read.
Genesis chapter 32, verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
Our forefather's name was Jacob. Now God said your name not gonna be called Jacob no more. He said thy name shall be called no more Jacob. Let's see what he called him. Read.
But Israel.
He called him what?
Israel.
He said Israel. That's our forefather. Israel had 12 sons. Those 12 sons become a nation in Egypt. When the Egyptians was put us in slavery, they put us in hard bondage. We were serving in slavery. And God destroyed Egypt for us. Just like he's gonna destroy America in the last day for us again, to deliver us out of here. But this time he's not gonna free everybody. He's gonna save 1/3 of us. 2/3 of us gonna die right here. Those that don't wanna come back and keep his commandment, they're gonna die here. Because they don't wanna obey the Lord. They don't wanna obey God's law. They don't wanna acknowledge that they're from the nation of Israel. You're not an African American. You're from the tribe of Judah, all right? Let's see who else come from the tribe of Judah.
Bring it out.
Get that in Hebrew. We're gonna show you, bro. Then after that, I'm gonna give you some commandments, bro. Do you know what tonight is? Go ahead.
You understand what the soldier's going over, right? He's letting you know that you are the greatest, one of the greatest people that ever walked the face of this planet. You know? Let me get Romans chapter 3 and start at verse 1.
Bring it out.
Okay, real quick. I just want to show you something with the soldier's going over. But this is how we identify that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Because what he was saying is that these curses were put upon us for a sign. A sign helps you identify something. That's why he went over the example with 7-Eleven. You go to 7-Eleven, you see the sign 7-Eleven. It helps you identify that, okay, that's 7-Eleven, okay? But I want to show you the advantage that you have, you being an Israelite, on what the soldier is going over. This is a serious thing. You know, we're not out here for a show. We're not out here for a party. We're out here to warn our people that they are the greatest people on the face of this planet, and they must keep God's commandments, or else they will die when the destruction comes to America.
That's right.
That's what we're going over right now, okay? So read that, Romans chapter 3, verse 1.
Romans chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it out.
What advantage then have the Jew?
So it says, what advantage then have the Jew? If you have an advantage of something, that means you have an advantage over somebody else.
Right.
Okay? And the Jew is not the Jewish people that we know of today who are calling themselves Jews. The Jews are the people that you see on this sign right here.
Right.
So it says, what advantage have the Jew? Go ahead.
Or what profit is there of circumcision?
So what profit is there of circumcision, meaning keeping the laws and the commandments of God? Go ahead.
Much every way.
What?
Much every way.
So much every way you have an advantage over other people who are not Jews, who are not Israelites. Much every way you have an advantage over those other people, which are the other nations, which are our enemies that did this to our people. Okay? Read on.
Much every way. Chiefly.
Chiefly means mainly, okay, primarily.
Because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
Unto us was committed the oracles of God, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why we suffer the consequences and these things that happen to us for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of God. He's not dealing with any other nation, okay? So much every way we have an advantage of the other people on the face of this planet, okay? That's what the soldier's trying to explain to you. Read on.
For what if some did not believe?
So what if some did not believe that what the soldier's going over? He said, what if some do not believe? What if they're not convinced that they're an Israelite? What if they don't believe that these curses only happen to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? What if they don't believe that? Go ahead.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
So shall that person's unbelief make the faith of God, meaning whatever's written in this Bible, the curses in this Bible, of none effect? Because all these curses have came to pass already. Everything in Deuteronomy 28 came to pass and is still going on concurrent. That's why you had the other soldier bring out, cursed shall thou be in the city. Us having yokes of iron on our neck. Us having to go to our same slave master that put the yokes of iron on our neck for food, clothing, and shelter and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So read that again. Chiefly?
Chiefly, because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
Go ahead.
For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
So Paul is posing a question. Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? What's the answer?
God forbid.
God forbid means no. Go ahead.
Yea, let God be true and every man a liar.
So we have to let God be true, meaning everything in this Bible be true. And it is true because we could back this evidence up that you see right here with historical facts. So we have to let God be true, this Bible be true, and what?
And every man a liar.
Every man a what?
Liar.
So research and find out if this really happened to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because Moses is not talking to a black man. Moses is not talking to a Hispanic man. Moses is talking to the Israelites.
That's
and
right.
Based on these curses, we're able to prove that the Israelites are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? Does that paint a better picture for you? All right? How you doing, bro? What's your name, bro? Dallas. All right. So what we going on? You have any questions? Just going over. Okay. Did you get a flyer? All right. Let's give the brother a flyer. All right. So let me get one more scripture. You coming right back, soldier? Let me get Romans 8:16. Okay, so it said, whatever, we're going over the advantage that the Israelites have over the other people that live on the face of this planet. The Israelites are the people that you see on this sign right here. And what we're about to read, if your spirit could bear witness that these curses happen to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that makes you an Israelite. Okay, that makes you gives you the knowledge of your true nationality and not an African American, not a Haitian, not a Jamaican, because you won't find those names in the Bible.
Right.
Okay? Romans 8:16.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit.
So the spirit of this Bible, the words of God, which contains the law, statutes, and commandments, which contains Deuteronomy chapter 28 on what the soldier's going over and how we're able to identify ourselves as the Israelites. If that spirit bears witness with our spirit, meaning our mind, body, and soul, go ahead.
That we are the children of God.
That we are the children of God. The children of God is the people that you see on this sign. Because prior to us being called the Israelites, we were called the sons of God. Okay? You understand that? All right, so that's what we're going over. This is black history in the Bible. Okay? Because our history dates back way before 1492, way before 1619. Okay? We have the greatest history on the face of this planet. All right? And that's what we're trying to get y'all to understand. Okay? Come on back, soldier.
Hey, brother Dallas, man, you know you're an Israelite? You know that? What tribe you from, man? You don't know what tribe you from? Yeah. Okay. What I was going to go over to with the brothers about the Sabbath day. Today is the Sabbath day according to the Most High. We're supposed to keep the Sabbath day holy, meaning keep it separate. Now I'm gonna go to the Sabbath with them, then I'm gonna go. If you got time, I'm gonna go over. All right, okay. I see you wash over here, man. That's a good thing, man. That's a humble spirit, man. Because most people, they pass by, they don't want to hear nothing we saying. But we coming out of the Bible. Get that. I'm going to go over the Sabbath with the brother real quick, and I'm going to deal with you. Give me a couple of minutes. Yeah, go ahead.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work.
God created this heaven and the earth in the 6th day, right? In the 7th day, he rested on the 7th day.
Which he had made, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the 7th day.
God did what?
Blessed the 7th day.
Blessed the 7th day. Do you know what the 7th day is? The Sabbath day, right? What scripture is it? The day, now you know the day. Is it 1 and 5? The day, yeah, 1 and 5. We're going to show you that. The day began when the sun go down, a day started. Like the white man, so-called white man teach us that the day begin at midnight. That's a lie, not according to God. Because God told us, read that.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the 4th day.
You hear that? The evening and the morning was the 4th day. Meaning from evening to morning, that's a day. It's not, the day don't start at midnight. Right now, we just got a day that begins. That's the Sabbath day, according to the Bible, because Most High say he rested on the 7th day. Do you know that from Friday night to Saturday night, that's the Sabbath day. Let's see how you keep the Sabbath day. Get that Exodus.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Most High say, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. You know what holy means? You know, Brother Dallas? Holy means separate, like separate from the other day, like separated from the other day.
Leviticus 20:26.
Oh yeah, okay.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
He said, ye is the children of Israel. He said, the children of Israel shall be holy unto me.
For I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you.
Servant. You know what servant means? Mean to cut off. Let's say I cut off my arm, right? It's separated from the rest of my body. That's what holy means. Go back to Exodus. Let's see what we're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
He said, keep that Sabbath day separate.
6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
He said 6 days shall thou labor, meaning you can work 6 days. You got 6 days out of 7 days to work. Get all the money in the world you can get. But he said the 7th day is the Sabbath day of the Lord. Let's see what we're supposed to be doing on the 7th day.
In it thou shalt do no work.
He said you're not supposed to do any work.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, thy maidservant, nor thy cattle.
He said, no, read that again from thou.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou nor thy son.
He said you and your son, you're not supposed to be doing any work. I mean your family.
Nor thy daughter.
No, your daughter also.
Thy manservant.
Manservant. Let's say back then when we was in our land, we had servants. He said even them, they're not supposed to be doing any work. Today we don't have no servant, but we could you just stay home. I mean, not stay home. We're going to get to it in deeper and show you what we're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day. But he said, you're not supposed to be doing anything. Let's finish that. Let's someone that way.
Thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor the stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heaven and earth.
We're going to show you another thing you're not supposed to be doing on the Sabbath. That's how you keep the Sabbath holy.
Nehemiah chapter 10 verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals.
Back then when we had our own land, the people used to come to Jerusalem, come to Israel. They came to buy stuff, they come to sell stuff. But he said if the people of the land do what?
Bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
He said if they bring any goods, anything to sell on the Sabbath day, we would not buy it, because that's the law. We're not supposed to buy on the Sabbath day. We're not supposed to sell on the Sabbath day. Right?
Or on the holy day.
On any high holy day God give us. God give us some high holy day. We're supposed to celebrate on Leviticus 23rd chapter. He said on those days we're not supposed to buy, we're not supposed to sell.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
He said, like before today, like during the day, Friday night, he said, tomorrow is the rest of the Sabbath day of the Lord. Let's see what we're supposed to be doing before the day of the Sabbath.
Bake that which you will bake today, and see that you will see.
He said bake, and he said bake, meaning you're supposed to prepare what you're supposed to prepare before the Sabbath comes, so you can have your stuff, so you can have the things you need for the Sabbath, so you won't have to buy anything, so you won't have to sell anything.
And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to keep until the morning.
You see, you prepare everything, then whatever's left over, you can keep it for you to keep for the Sabbath day in the morning. Get some more. That's it. That's it. Get a routine. That's 126. We're gonna show you another thing you're supposed to be on this doing on the Sabbath. You're supposed to come together with your brother and having a conversation with your brother.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
You say you're not supposed to forsake yourself. I mean, you can't just say, oh, I'm gonna stay home, knowing I'm an Israelite. I'm gonna stay at home and watch TV and do what I want to do, and just, he said, don't do that.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is.
Because a lot of people, they know they're Israel, they believe they're Israel. Nah, I don't want no tent. I don't want to be involved with nobody else. I'm just going to stay home. Now, that's not what the Most High wants. He wanted his people to come together. He told us that in Zephaniah 21. He said, God will get them together. We're supposed to come together on the Sabbath day and have a fellowship. We're going to get another scripture and show get Leviticus 23. Start off this thing.
Hello.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 3. 6 days shall work be done.
There you go, he's saying it again. 6 days shall work be done.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the rest. Holy convocation.
He said a holy convocation. You know what that holy convocation means? Yeah, fellowship. We gotta come together on the Sabbath day. That's why we give you guys the flyer. In the back of the flyer, we got a school address on the back of the flyer. You guys got come fellowship with your brother. You got a phone number on the back of the flyer. You can call the school and let them know that you're coming.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us, subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.